All right, guys. Good evening, everyone. My name is Clement, and I'm so glad to have us on this call. All right, so let me share my screen very quickly. I believe you can all see my screen, and I believe you can all hear me. All right, I believe you can see my screen. I believe you can hear me. All right, so let us start with some crypto analysis, and I know I promised us a video on how we can enter trades on our Binance app with our phone. So this video is not for that. This video is just live analysis, all right? So I'm going to do a video maybe later tonight or tomorrow morning or later this week on how you can pick trades using your MT4, using your Binance, using your Binance. All right, so I'm going to do a video on that later this week. All right, so let us quickly do some crypto analysis. We are going to be looking at just about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 7 cryptocurrencies. Then we look at synthetic indices, and then we look at currency pairs. And I want to maximize as much as possible from the financial market. It's not a bad idea if you are making money from crypto trading and you're making money from derivative trading and you're making money from currency pairs trading as well. All right. So, and it's always good when you have diversified portfolio in case one market is just misbehaving. You have the options of other markets that you can always take advantage of. And over the last couple of weeks and couple of months, I've been testing some of these things, and I know that it is something that we can all take advantage of and make a lot of money from. All right, so let us do a quick analysis on Bitcoin and then some other cryptocurrency pairs, and then we move on from there. Now, Bitcoin had a dip. All right, we were all aware of the dip. The dip started last year, November, and then it kept going down. Price went as high as $68,000. All right, it was as high as $69,000, and that has been the highest so far for Bitcoin, $69,000, right? And that was last year. So at this point, this is the point where greed normally sets in for people, especially when price gets to this level. A lot of people became extremely greedy around this level. I know one thing you should know about trading generally is that whenever people are getting greedy, that is when you should be careful. When people are becoming greedy, that is when you should be careful. And when people are becoming afraid, that is when you should be greedy. Okay. When people are afraid, that's the best time for you to become greedy. That's a lot of trading. We heard from Warren Buffett and all these top guys, and that is basically the law of trading. All right. So at this point, a lot of people started panicking. People started panicking when price came down to 50,000, then to 45,000. People were panicking. A lot of people panic sold. And then it came as low as 33,000. That's about how many percent? Let's check. That's about how many percent? Sorry. That's about that's about 50% loss, obviously. About 50% loss, okay? That's about 50% loss. All right. So a lot of people panic sold, and then we can see this surge that happened on Thursday. Right. This happened on Thursday right here, and price jumped from 36,000 to 41,000. All right. So a lot of people feel like, okay, Bitcoin is ready to go back up. It's time for us to start buying Bitcoin and all of those things, all of those things, all of those things. Now, this might have been the best place to buy. This might have been the best place to buy. I told someone, I said, if you can't buy Bitcoin now, I can't remember, I think it was 2 weeks ago, I told the person that if this is the best time to buy Bitcoin, all right. So if you bought from here, you'd be in about 22% in profit by now, 22% in profit. All right. So that is just about that. We are not doing sports trading, we are doing futures trading. So whether the market is going down or it's going up, we are trading and we are making money. All right. So what can we make out of all of these things? For what we can make out of this is very simple. If the price stays above 40,000, all right, we can expect Bitcoin to keep going up and go back up to as high as 57,000. All right. So that is if the price stays below 40,000. But then we would need price to be able to break this level here. We need price to be able to break this level. That's the 47,500 level. All right. So this level is quite important for us to watch out for, and then we need to see how far price is going to react to that. Now, in case price comes below here, then probably price will go as low as 30,000. All right. So that one we're not sure for. We don't know for sure. But if we go to the lower time frame, the lower time frame can help us. We can see something like this happening on the lower time frame, and then if you do this, you have your channel. All right. So with what we are seeing here, it is not wise if you are trading futures. It is not wise to buy Bitcoin yet, because there is a very, very high likelihood that price will come down back to 38,500. All right. Before price now, when we get here, it's either price now. Okay, if that price now goes down again or price goes up. All right. So whichever way, price is definitely coming to 38,500. So you would actually be smarter if you are waiting, or if you just go short on Bitcoin. All right. So that is that for Bitcoin, and it's almost the same thing for Ethereum. All right. It's almost the same thing for Ethereum. Look at it as well. This one is visibly at as a resistance level. Okay, it is visible that it's at a resistance level, so it's not wise to buy this either, so you have to sell it. Okay, so for Bitcoin, this is what I am looking out for Bitcoin. Assuming we can enter the trade right now, you can just enter right now and take advantage of it. All right, so this is what I'm expecting for Bitcoin. I'm expecting price to come down here, and my stop loss is going to be right above here. All right, so and then my TP will be here. Okay, so yeah, so that's for Bitcoin. This is what I'm expecting for Bitcoin. Okay, so let's see how far that would go. For Ethereum, the same thing I'm expecting for Ethereum. All right, the same thing I'm expecting for Ethereum. My TP around there, stop loss around there. All right, so let's see how far that would go. For Litecoin, did I mention Litecoin? Okay, let's keep that. Let's go to FTM. Now let's go to Phantom. Now I drew this on Phantom last week. For those of us who followed, I drew this harmonic pattern last week on Phantom, and as far as I'm concerned, it is still very much valid. Okay, it's just that we need patience. So with what I just drew here now, and I'm sure the price is not going to stop here. I'm sure this is not going to be the end point for Phantom. Okay, I have a feeling that it's going to come down. Yeah, I still have that feeling that it's going to come down. All right. So, but before I can be sure that this is going to happen, I would love to see price come. I would love to see price come down to. Give me a minute. Okay, I would love to see price come down to from here to here. Okay. All right. I would love to see price come down below 1.91. I would love to see price come below 1.91, and that will be our confirmation to continue selling to 1.2. All right. So that is for Phantom. All right. Let us look at Atom. Okay. The same thing as well. The same thing that we are seeing on Bitcoin. So most of the time, whenever you have an analysis of Bitcoin, you can use the analysis of Bitcoin to judge most of the crypto coins. Right, you can use what is going on Bitcoin to understand what is happening on other tokens. Okay, so the same thing we can see is happening on Atom. If you look at BNB, it's going to be almost the same thing. You can see that also it's also at a resistance. BNB is also at a resistance, so we can also expect a possible decline in price. Okay, so we just bring that one there. All right, so that's for BNB. Okay, yeah. All right, so for Matic, I think there is one particular asset that is different. Matic is also the same thing. So when you see something on Bitcoin, you can be sure, or you can to a larger extent, you know that it's going to be what is happening on most of the other currencies. Now this is AVAX, the same thing that we have. Okay, The same thing that we have is the same thing we're having on Bitcoin, we're having it on AVAX as well. All right. So if you can take advantage of these short positions, feel free to take advantage of them. All right. For near, I think it is near that is different. Okay. It's also the same thing. So you can say practically all the crypto tokens are following the same direction. So if you are able to get one of them right, you can take advantage of as many as possible, and then you can just follow and then make money from them. All right. So I think we are done for, yes, it is being recorded. It is being recorded. All right. So I hope we are done with cryptocurrency pairs. Okay. So we are going to check back. I've drawn the short symbol on each of the currencies, so we can always come back later during the week and see how far this has gone and how far it is, whether we're in profit or not. Okay, so let us go to our derivative pairs and let's see what we can take advantage of this week. Now, this is V100. A lot of people said that V100 is crazy, and I just felt like, okay, if you know what we are doing, yes, it's crazy. The losses can be unbearable, but at the same time, the profit is always juicy. So we are going to try as much as possible to find a good position, a good entry, and that would require a lot of patience, a lot of analysis, and a lot of confirmations. Right? All right. So if you are able to meet up all of those requirements, you should be fine. You should be good to go. All right. So this is V100. Okay. If you look at this, I dropped this on the general group yesterday. This is a level you should not take for granted. You can see that resistance here, see another resistance here, and see another resistance here. See a support here, and there is a very high likelihood that price would break this and come down to this support level. Why did I say that? If you go down to the daily chart is showing a bearish. This yesterday closed with a bearish candle. All right, yesterday closed a bearish candle, and what that means is that the bears might actually still be in charge. And generally, this asset is generally bearish. All right. So another thing you can note from there is this. All right. So if you see this, so we can use this as another gauge. As the fact that we should expect this to come down at least to this level, okay, at least to this level, and then we can know whether we are taking advantage of that or not. Now, looking at 4 hours on V100, look at what is going on right here. This is a support, okay. This is a support here. And if you look at what is currently coming up on the 4-hour chart, you can see that if this closes like this will close in the next 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. By 9 p.m., this candle should be done forming. Okay. All right. So on the 8 hours, this is giving us what looks like an hanging man. If you know what an hanging man can do is, let me see. This is an example of an hanging man. Perfect. All right. This is an example of an hanging man right here. Okay. And then if this forms like that as well, you can see the hanging man I was pointing to here. This is an hanging man right here. Okay, this is another hanging man right here. Okay, so if this forms up an hanging man right here, we can have another decline at least to this level. Okay, so on 4 hours, it is also looking like an hanging man is about to be formed. Okay, this is another example right here. This one is a bullish one. This inverted hammer. All right, so this is an hammer. This is an inverted hammer. Whatever. All right. So just know that whenever you see a candle that looks like that, their naming can be confusing at times. Some people call it hanging man, some people call it hammer, and all of those things. So, but the point is, it is a bearish candle, and it is pointing that market might fall in price. So that's for V100. Let's wait and see what is forming, and then we can take advantage of that. On 30 minutes, it is looking very interesting. All right, so let's see how that will play out. Now let's look at V75. V75, it's one of the crazy indices that we have in derivative trading. All right, so looking at what we have here straightforward, we can see our price has been respecting this, and then boom, It had a shoot up there and then came back inside, boom. All right. That's the manipulation as far as I'm concerned. It was the same thing that happened here. The same thing is happening right here. Okay. So there is a potential short position. There's a potential short opportunity for derive. Okay. So you can use this as a final confirmation. All right. So, all right. So this is giving us a wedge. That's the 1 hour chart. Okay, so that's giving us like a wedge, all right, and then you can wait for we can wait for this to break below, and then we sell down, all right. But on 4 hours, the 4 hours candle is yet to finish closing, and if this closes with this bearish candle, then we might possibly expect this to happen on V75. So that is as simple as that. All right. I hope you're picking something. Now for V25, this asset is looking interesting. I made a mistake by sharing a very tight stop loss yesterday on the trade. I didn't know it was an oversight, and this was a perfect trade because it came as high as this level. And when price was around this level, it was almost $20 in profit. Yeah, it was almost $20 in profit, and that was quite a reasonable profit. And I'm sorry that the stop loss was just too tight. Okay, so it was a mistake. I used 2190 and I sent 2209 on the group. That was really an oversight. I apologize for that. All right, so now we're gonna wait for this to give us another reasonable setup. All right, I had to draw all of these lines so that we can see the resistance support here. So if this comes down here and bounces off, we can get another entry. Now on the long run, this asset is bullish. You can see this bullish convergence that I drew here. On the long run, this asset is bullish. All we need is for it to give us a clear bullish signal that we are going to take advantage of. All right. Now for jump 100 also, we entered this trade right here, and then it spiked up, closed us out in stop loss, and then started selling. All right, which is a bad news for the market. All right, not for us, for the market. Okay. All right. So after closing us in stop loss, it came down and sold off, which was not interesting. All right. So let me remove this and bring it further here. All right, so there is still a possibility for jump to still come back to test this level. Okay, there is still a possibility for that. So let's just relax and hold off and see what jump is going to do for us around that level. Now let us look at jump 10. Jump 10 on the 4 hours looks like it has broken a major level. You can see this support. Let me use the 8 hours chart. You can see this support, and then it looks like it's breaking, and then it's possible it's coming up here. Okay, so you need to, what I'm waiting for now is to see if this current candle, if this level holds as a support. If this level holds as a support, it's going to give us a good entry to buy jump 10. Right, it's going to give us a good entry. Now if you look at the daily chart, you can see that we have a falling wedge which looks like it is about to break above, and then I'm skeptical about it because on the RSI the price is looking overbought, right? But then it can actually remain as overbought till it gets here before we have a retracement, a retest in the market. All right, so for step index, all right, this played out exactly as I hoped. As at yesterday, price was around here as at yesterday, and I had a feeling that it's going to come down here, and it did. All right, so it has done this, it has cleared this level. So let's wait and see what's going to happen next, and then let's see where price is taking us to from that level. So we can see, we can check if this is going up. Obviously you should know that V75 should be coming down. All right, so and for V75 the last time we checked was also coming down, so you can see that it's almost a perfect setup for us. All right, now let us finally for today, let us take a look at the currency pairs, and then we call it a day. Let's start with Euro Pound. Now Euro Pound is quite interesting. This happened yesterday, this happened Thursday, Friday. All right, this surge happened Thursday, Friday. All right, so if you check on daily, you can see that price is currently at a resistance. Okay, so and then on the 4 hours, you can see the hanging man forming, which is a danger sign in the sense that now is not the time to buy. Apart from that, RSI is overbought, really, really overbought. So it's going to be a very risky setup for you if you buy at the moment. Okay, so you have to first of all relax and allow the market to retest, the price to retrace, then before you decide to buy. As for me, I am bearish on euro pound, but then I'm going to wait for price to come either to 0.842 level, right? This level right here, and then before we decide to buy. Okay. The same thing for pound CHF. Pound CHF is looking like a good sell, but then Monday morning is always the worst time to enter the market. Monday morning, trust me, Monday morning is always the worst time to enter the market because a lot of manipulations and then planning for the week is ongoing on Monday morning, and then if you're not careful, you can be among the scapegoats for the week. All right. So the best thing is to allow the market to do everything it's going to do Monday morning. Then Monday evening, that's tomorrow evening, you can come back to the market and come and see how the market has set up and see what you can take advantage of for the week. So don't be surprised if tomorrow morning you see this fly up here before coming down. All right. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. It can happen. All right. Because looking at this now, everybody want to sell pound CHF. And in forex trading, wherever everybody is putting their head is always the wrong direction. That does not mean it is not the overall right direction. But for that particular moment that everybody is rushing into the market, you are advised to stay away or to trade in the opposite direction. So if I want to risk this trade, I'm going to buy this trade. Yes, if I'm going to risk it, I'm going to buy it because it's possible that we have a spike up before the market continues to sell. I'm not saying that is what will happen. I'm just saying it's a possibility, right? For USD CHF, nothing much is happening here. Just that it has broken this resistance. It is coming to this resistance. So let's just watch and see what happens at that resistance. For CHF JPY, all right, this is also at a very sensitive region, which we should expect a break below. All right, this is a bearish market for me. It's a bearish market for me. It's just a matter of when is it going to break below. All right, so we're going to watch and see how far it's going to break and how far we're going to fare. AUD giving us something similar to pound CHF. All right, so let's see what's going to happen here. This is currently at a confluence of support. All right, price is currently at a confluence of support. This is a trend support. This is a horizontal support. All right, so let's just wait and see what price is going to do at this level, and then we can take advantage of it from there. All right, for CAD CHF, I drew this harmonic pattern since last week or last 2 weeks thereabout. I think it was last week. I can't remember. All right, I think it was last week. Yeah. So you can see how price has actually been respecting it. So as far as this is concerned, we might still have CAD CHF come down a little bit to this support before we have a bullish run on CAD CHF. All right. For EuroCAD is quite interesting because I've been watching this setup and I wanted to take advantage of this setup, but then I needed to be sure so that I would not just jump into the market and then get caught in between crossfire of the market. Okay, but then it's amazing to see how far this has played out. This is a support, resistance. So I'm expecting a retracement down, right, before I decide to buy. Okay, so let's go down and see how that would play out for the week. NZD USD also looking very, very nice, looking very, very interesting, very, very nice. You can see this downtrend, and you can see how there is an overlap right here, and then price came back up, which happened to be a key region, a resistance support region. All right, so it's a good buy. All right, NZD is a good buy. All right, but for me, I'm going to wait and see how far this is going to go by Monday morning. Then by Monday evening, we're going to check out the market again and see how far we can take advantage of it. Now, AUD JPY is also looking very, very nice for the week. All right, so we need to also let's see what's going to happen on Monday. For AUD JPY, there might just be a direct sell-off down here. All right, so let's just wait out and see what's going to happen for Monday morning. All right, for AUD JPY, you can come down to 1 hour and then see how you can, you see what I just draw there. So it's possible for the market to just come and test this region a little bit before it starts selling. All right. So thank you for your time. Thank you for following today's signal. The recording will be available on my YouTube channel. If you have any questions, you can always chat me up, and I would love to help you out. And I hope you have registered with FX Choice. If you have not registered with FX Choice, the link will drop right now so you can take advantage of my free signals. And I hope to hear from you very, very soon. Have a lovely week. Have a blessed week. I celebrate you. I love you, and I honor you so much.